I am going to try to clean my sink today. Now, my sink always ends up looking really disgusting before I actually clean it. So maybe if I'd clean it a little more regularly, it wouldn't, get this bad. But I never have great luck with anything I try, even like soft scrub or Comet. So I decided to Google what to do with it, and somebody said you can just use Dawn and baking soda. So that's what we're going to try. Okay, and then we're just going to sprinkle in baking soda. It says to kind of make it like into a paste. And then I just got these scrubbers from the Dollar Tree. There's all this many. And I'm going to scrubber it around. I think that's a little too powdery. I think I need more Dawn. Okay, so again, how I said I really don't have high hopes for it. I did, just like, can you see how this is black? I did, on the outside of it, kind of just scrub a little, and that actually is working pretty decently. So maybe I have higher hopes than I did a couple of minutes ago. Right there. Yeah, I think that's looking better. Okay, let me scrub some more, because there's some really yucko places. Okay, I'm back, and this is better, but certainly nowhere near perfect. Let's see, where is this? Can you still see like these X grid marks? Let's see if this will focus. Okay. See that little X grid mark thing that's still in there? Okay. Anyway, obviously up through here, just using the baking soda and Dawn didn't really work. And I'm wondering, even when it was working, if it wasn't more me like scouring it off. In fact, I even switched to a heavier scouring pad to try to work on some of them. So I think, basically I'm just pumicing it off as if I was using like a pumice stone, not that this solution is actually helping me any. So next thing I read to do would be to use some, the same two solutions. Also, by the way, I let this sit for about a half an hour, because another thing I read said you could just let it sit and then it would kind of do it on its own. But then to add white vinegar. So now I'm going to add a little white vinegar and see if that's all the difference that it needs. Okay, and I will be scouring then some more. Yep, like this. Okay, now this definitely didn't just, work immediately either, as if it was just an easy little solution. So again, this one also said to leave it sitting for like 30 minutes. So I am going to, again, do that. I'll be back in a half an hour. And I've let it sit, and I still see the staining. So I'm going to rinse this out. Now, next we're going to try the baking soda with hydrogen peroxide.
Okay guys, it's me, Nadia. I'm going to give a review on this candy bar. It's really good. I just want you all to know, my boyfriend brought it when he came to see me last weekend, and it's the most delicious candy bar. Not the most, but it's up there, probably.
What's it got in it?
It is Swiss milk chocolate with honey and almond nougat, and I'm not exactly sure what that means, but it's good.
Okay, so this is the rinsed out sink, and through the camera lens it looks a lot better than it does in real. So again, it looks better than it did, but I certainly wouldn't call this like a clean looking sink. So we're going to go and try the baking soda and hydrogen peroxide. Thing is, all this stuff that I'm looking up online doesn't really tell me how much of each, just kind of acts like you're winging it. So let's wing it. And I know I had a big old thing of hydrogen peroxide, but I couldn't find it. So I've got my squirt bottle one. The next video I'm going to be doing is, because I'm definitely messing up my nails in this video, so I'll be doing a put on my nails video. Okay, so I'll be scrubbing and be back. Hey, now this one, which was the hydrogen peroxide and baking soda mixture, it definitely made the sink whiter as an overall, just the white looks whiter. I definitely feel like that. It still didn't really do much for like the spots though that are discolored, like really discolored, or even the like scratchy marks. So I guess now I will try the Comet with bleach. This one, I need my readers. Sprinkle Comet on wet surface. Rub gently to clean. Let stand for 5 minutes. For most problems, sprinkle Comet on wet surface or sponge, let sit for 15 minutes and rinse. If problem remains, wet surface, sprinkle Comet on, stand for 1 minute and rinse. So, let's get to scrubbing. I got to bring things out. Will this end up being an ad for Comet? Which I swear I've tried many times before and felt like it didn't work all that good, but apparently, maybe after using all these other things, I'll decide I was wrong and it does work decently. I think it needs maybe a little more wetness. All right, I'll let you know in 5 minutes. Okay, so this is the Comet. Now, I feel like that grid-like stain that was over here is definitely looking better when I rinse away the, I'll know. But these rusty-looking stains, I can still see them. So maybe that's part of the problem and why there's so many different cleaners out there and so many different things. Maybe every kind of stain needs a different type of cleaner. And I say we should just stop doing dishes altogether because maybe that's the only thing that's actually going to help. I used to have one of those like plastic things that go in the bottom of the sink. My husband didn't like it in there, but I can't exactly remember why. But I'm thinking it's going to be too bad and it needs to go back in the bottom of it anyway because I have been doing this for, 2.5 hours. I have done 2 loads of laundry, washed, dried, folded, put away, and still working on trying to clean the sink. So, all right, let's see how this works. Little side note, even though it is an apartment, we totally changed out this faucet. First of all, I thought it was disgusting looking, the one that we had, and it didn't have a sprayer, and I wasn't, I guess, needing to live somewhere that didn't at least have a spray hose on my sink nozzle. On the edges here, there's still some comety residue that I'll have to clean up. It definitely looks way better. And if I'm fancy, I'll give you a before and after if I can figure it out. And I think the Comet probably helped the most because until then I still had that one weird grid pattern thing in here. The peroxide and baking soda definitely gave it the more brightened overall appearance. Nothing has helped that rust stain. I guess there is always the just coating it with bleach. Should I try that? I mean, I also saw that you could use a magic eraser, but I looked for those and I don't see any in my stuff. I know I have some somewhere. And I also found while I was looking for the magic eraser, some soft scrub that I could try, but well, honestly, I'm just kind of done. So it's going to be good enough. It looks way better. All right. Thanks for joining me. I hope it gave you, some sort of value, even though we didn't get completely all of the staining gone. We saw some things that don't work, some things that do, some things that work differently. All right. That's all. Thanks for joining me. Bye.